Hey, welcome to the Sweet Chili Games channel. In this brand new series, I'm going to play a game, review a game, then refund it. I refund every game so I can continue to make these videos, but the games I don't refund, you know will be bangers. Let's get into it.
Sweet chili games. Sweet chili games. Sweet chili games.
With gorgeous cutscenes that glow with beauty and a story filled with intrigue, Dogma 2 straight off the bat gives me Witcher 3 vibes and is gleaming with promise. Set in old medieval days as a peasant who's lost their memory, the quest is to find out who I am, gather my squad of pawns and explore the map. Being attacked instantly by this Goliath of a Medusa was a great introduction to the exciting but yet clunky combat. And I accidentally cling to his tail here. I lunged my sword into the beast's belly, giving me everything I need to know that this game was going to be sick. My first glance at the world was love at first sight. I did notice that it was somewhat grainy, but I loved the feel of it. Running through these lush green hills, then later to the road to Vermont, I'm happily surprised it was filled with lots of enemies to keep you busy. You can hack and slash without any thought, but the combat presses the player to be more creative than that. You have finishing attacks, built-in special attacks, combat systems like flinching, and it's far from friendly. I almost die in my first encounter. Enemies also have their own special attack, which you can see here with this goblin full sending a leap at my head. Apart from the grappling that I've already shown you, Dogma 2 has more unique combat aspects than you may think. The fact that you can pick enemies up and climb onto the backs of your enemies really made me feel like I was fighting the battle in a strategic manner. After this hard-fought battle, I found my way into town, opened my first stone, learning about pawns, which is basically your party, and I went on to accept my first quests. This first side quest was a pleasant introduction into the gathering and crafting components of the game. I had to gather some herbs from the surrounding area and bring them back to Old Mate. I didn't explore this too in-depthly, but I definitely got a feeling that the crafting system in Dogma 2 was advanced to say the least. Finishing up this quest and then making my way to the gate to meet Gregor, I eagerly accepted his quest to accompany him to the capital city. With many more goblin fights to come, I was ready to take on anything. Heading east, I was becoming more familiar with the controls and how to destroy these goblin camps. The combat was becoming less clunky as I learnt more, but at the end of the day, it still has its drawbacks. As you can see me trying to get over this bench here, it's just not natural. Another thing is that my PlayStation controller actually wasn't working with my new computer. So I had to use mouse and keyboard, and honestly, it's not viable. I didn't really like it, but that's beside the point. It's more on me, so I'm not going to be deducting any points for that. While making camp and sitting down with my team and then heading into the new day, I was able to reflect on what I do like about Dogma 2. I love the new take on combat with the grappling and pulling of enemies. I really love how deep the story goes with the thrilling cutscenes. I can tell they put a huge amount of effort in and it really shows. Having a team that you control with a few buttons takes the pressure off needing to micromanage every interaction, which is a huge bonus for me, as I like to play the single character and not really be part of a team. What I don't like so much was the camera movement. You can see in this big boss battle against this ogre that the AI of the enemies was nowhere near as intelligent as I would like. I was really excited for this ogre boss, but in the end he sort of just glitched up against the wall and I had to try and lure him back into the center. Yeah, I'm just going to let you enjoy the rest of this fight. This ogre decides to have a lie down on fire, but keep an eye on my Ferreira chick. She goes hard in a second. There she is, all together now. That was pretty sick, standing on his shoulder and stabbing down, getting shaken off. Oh, look at her on his shoulder, right there. She's zapping him. She's going hard. Hanging on with one arm. Get there, girl. Oh my god, what was that? Like a massive torrent of water. He's almost dead, boys. Get there, Ada. Finish. This boss fight was actually pretty cool. Oh, and you revive your allies? I didn't know about that. I thought that was sick. I wanted to revive him mid-fight. And boom, here we go. Massive. What a game. What a game. Now let's get into the conclusion and my final takeaways. All in all, Dragon's Dogma 2 was really fun to review. I can see the similarities in The Witcher 3, especially in its cutscenes, and I got used to its look and feel really quickly, but the combat less so. I give this game a 6 out of 10, which I think can be improved by less clunky combat and more intuitive menus. If you made it this far in the video, please like and subscribe. It helps the channel so much. And of course, our most favorite part of the video. Do I refund it or is it a banger game? Unfortunately, it's not a banger. Steam refund. And I'll see you next time.